Oh man.
It's beer time with Beer Man.
Yeah. All right. Oh shit, my phone, dude. That always happens. And I gotta get off of this. What's up, dude?
Hot
That's
damn,
cool. I
we were
love it.
jamming there.
I love it. All right, cool. Let's get all the names up. Well, welcome to Beer and Cheese Tuesday, and thank you, panel, for being here, guys. Um, yeah, we have drunken one in the chat right now. Cheers to the idiots. Thank you for the thumbs down, Mr. Thumbs Downer. Um, and now to the panel, we have awesome guys here. We got Bumpy Road Brewery. Thank you so much, man. And Miscellaneous Magnets. And we got Whisky
Cheers.
Scout. Right on, guys. We'll start with Bumpy and go down around Miscellaneous, Whisky Scout, and me. And go ahead and show your stuff all the way, review it all the way, and we'll just go like that. So, okay. Hey, Mary Luzin, Mary, let's say, God damn it, Mary. How's it going, Mary?
Mary, let's say, God damn it.
Don't forget about Butch.
All right, and Butch, yes.
All right. Well, the cheese I'm bringing is Belgisio Fontina. It melts beautifully. This is aged for over 60 days. This is a cheese that my wife uses when she makes her Italian mac and cheese, which is really good. So it's the giant noodles, Fontina cheese, like that she shreds up, and prosciutto as well, and then some breadcrumbs on top, and baked mac and cheese. It's really good. This is what it looks like cut up on the plate. It looks like snow. No. There's that. I'll talk about the texture and everything afterwards. You got this beer from Victory Brewing. It is their Winter Cheers. A hazy wheat ale, comes in at 6.7 ABV. Pretty much it's a half a bison. It says that it's hopped with citra hops, and the German yeast gives off holiday spice notes. So let's go ahead. I'll pour the beer, and then I will eat the cheese, and we'll go back to the beer and just see. Because I don't think this cheese is going to have much flavor. It is a dirty glass. I did drink out of this glass earlier, but it's not going to affect anything. Except maybe leave some dirty mafia bubbles. But yeah, nice tight white bubble head. The color of the beer itself is a nice gold. It's got a little bit of a haze to it. It's not like super hazy like you'd see with most Hefeweizens, but there's that. The cheese. Let's start off with a nice big chunk. It has a slight aroma to it. To describe that aroma, I don't know. It smells a bit like my wife's macaroni and cheese. So it's it does have a different smell than some other cheeses. It's not quite like salty or anything like that. It's just got this, I don't know. It's got like a macaroni and cheese smell. So I guess almost like Kraft powdered orange cheese, but lighter. It is a very bendy, flexible cheese. It does melt real well.
Flexible.
Very chewy. Oh, there's a good amount of saltiness. in the cheese. Kind of like kind of has a mozzarella type flavor, almost like one of those Baby Bells or something.
So very milky flavorish.
Yeah, very very milky, but then there's that kind of saltiness that goes with it.
Sounds good.
As it melts a little bit in the mouth, it does bring up some more flavor. But overall, it's pretty light. Pretty light flavored cheese.
Drum roll.
Come on.
There you go, Thomas.
The beer aromas. The beer kind of has a dirty wheat water smell with some cloves. A little bit of a bubblegum note coming up as well. But yeah, lots of clove spice in the aroma. But first thing I noticed was it kind of has that smell of like a barroom floor where there's been plenty of cheap beers that have been spilt, and you just kind of get that scent. That's when I said like dirty wheat water is kind of that smell. But then yeah, it's very clovey, spicy, with a little hint of some pink bubblegum. First swig, cheers.
Salute.
Cheers.
And Prost. Prost.
Prost.
Yeah, I have a white bread, weedy, crackery type malt presence. Little bit citrusy, but then it is pretty much a clove bomb. That's pretty much the only spice I'm getting out of it is this cloviness. I'm thinking there might be like corianders and other type notes coming through. It doesn't specify that they use any extra spices, so I don't know if they do or not. But yeah, it's pretty much just a Hefeweizen.
Effie.
Nice.
At 6.7% ABV. I guess that's why it's a winter cheers.
It's a nice heavy one.
It's a higher ABV Hefeweizen, but it's pretty much just a very clove forward Hefeweizen. To pair the cheese and the beer together.
Bumpy likes his cheese, man.
Yup, don't bump into him as he.
You get the very light flavors from the cheese, and then when you drink the beer, it kind of fuses. The beer fuses into the cheese, and it kind of makes the cheese taste not so good.
Uh-oh.
Kind of clovey.
No.
Oops.
Yikes.
All right, that's all I'm gonna try to think of.
All right. Thanks. No, man.
Damn, Doug.
It all can't be like hundreds out of 100. Come on.
Well, thanks, Bumpy, man.
Oh, you're welcome. Thank you for having me on.
Yeah, dude. Yeah.
Right. All right. So I'm going to show you the cheese first. I'm not going to eat it before I try the beer, though. This is by Celebrity Cheese, I guess. I don't know. It's on a. Whoop. There you go. I got the goat with the sunglasses. This is a spiced sweet potato goat cheese. Fuck, I don't know. My wife brought it home. That's what I had to use. So show you there. Yeah, there you go. It's got that sweet potato kind of orangey look to it. It's a log. All right. Anyways, on to the beer. I got here something from Dogfish Head I haven't had. Looked at it a couple times at the store. This is their costumes and karaoke. 8%. This is an imperial cream ale with turmeric, ginger, cinnamon, star anise, oats, cardamom, with vanilla beans added. Don't know. Weird spicy beer with the weird spiced cheese.
Kind of a potpourri.
Hopefully not. Right. Not too shabby. Looks pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
Nice golden color. Tight. I wouldn't say tight. It's kind of rocky head. It's all different size bubbles in there. Effervescence. There's a shit ton of tiny little bubbles streaming up from the bottom and like plumes. Let's go for the nose. Wow. All right, so I'm getting the star anise. Definitely could smell the turmeric in there. There's no notes of vanilla coming off of this. Usually with your cream ales, you might get that corn type of sweetness, smell, or maltiness. Not really picking up on that. This is quite different. Very, very spice forward. All right, let's try it out. Cheers. God, I don't know.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Yeah, it's not too bad. You definitely get the spice notes. It's very mild though compared to the nose. It sounded like it was going to be real in your face spice wise. Definitely get a sweet malty flavor out of it. It's spices, the star anise, turmeric slightly. Vanilla does come out in the flavor, which is good. I was definitely concerned when I smelled it. Let me see. Go back in. Medium bodied beer, maybe leaning towards the full side. It's funky spice notes. Funky, man. But not too bad. All right, moving on to the cheese. Smell the microphone.
It's awesome.
All right, so cheese has a very it almost smells like a pumpkin pie, to be honest with you. But it's got that sweet the goat cheese, man. It gives like a rich like cream cheesy note coming off of it. Definitely some cinnamon spices and stuff in there. It's speckled. There's like black dots, and you could see all the herbs and shit in there. So I don't know. Let's give it a whirl. There it is. God, my camera lighting is fucking terrible. Hold on one second. Hey, that's better. Still doesn't look orange. Anyways, cheers.
Cheers.
That's good. Wow. It's weird because you would think that goat cheese with sweet potato and cinnamon and pumpkin-y type note. It's actually good. This is really good. The finish, you do get that goat cheese that like it's not farm like barnyardy. It's I don't know. Shit. I'm like ill prepared. There's so much going on here. Spices and flavors. It's definitely a good goat cheese. Put this on a bagel or I don't know. Definitely weird. So I'm spaced out today. So let's go in, do the pear. cheese kind of overwhelms the beer a little bit. Or maybe they're too similar. Could be that. I don't know. I'm gonna have to taste some more. I'm not taking notes. I'm going off the cuff on this one, so I don't know. See you on the next round, I suppose.
Awesome. That cheese sounded fucking delicious. Oh yeah, thanks, man. Whiskey. All right.
I had to unmute because I'm rendering another video. I'm a little jittery looking. I don't know if you guys see me. If I'm not, I don't know. So telling. Maybe just my
It's
computer.
very minute.
Oh yeah, a little bit, but yeah, it's all right though. We can hear you.
Okay.
It's all good.
Oh yeah.
Will not be
As long
tracked.
as we can see what's all going
yeah.
on there. But
Sure can.
that's the Whiskey Business
Yup.
cheddar cheese with the
Yup.
flavor of whiskey. It's imported selection.
Oh, wow.
It's from Aldi. My wife brought it home, and she thought it would be good for me to try on this. And she looks out for me. So here's a Prost Brewing Company. They're out of Fort Collins, Colorado, Pilsner. This is the first time I've ever had any of their beers, but I've been seeing them more and more here in Kansas. So the canned on date is 7/24/20. So for Pilsner, it's getting up there a little bit, but I think it'll probably be all right. See how she pours here.
Ooh, there you go. That's what we do.
Excellent.
Been hitting this thing lucky lately. Sometimes I'm not going to be lucky and I'm going to have a mess on my keyboard. Well, we got a good 2.5 finger head on it. It's nice. Pea yellow. Especially if you're dehydrated a little bit.
Dehydrated?
Yeah, we got lots of good carbonation. There's carbonation's coming up very well in it. According to their website, this is like their mainstay beer. This is what the pride of their distillery or brewery, not distillery. Very malty though, more malty than I would expect. Let me look. I can't remember the IBUs. It had 37 IBUs on it. That's what it was. So it does have some IBUs. Yeah, it's got a good malty note to it. We're going to go ahead and try this because I expect it to be lighter than the cheese.
Cheers.
Oh. Nice. Malty. A little bit of that. Oh, and the bitterness kicks in on the back of the throat real nice. Peppery. There's a peppery note to it. But the bitterness kind of works very well with that. But the maltiness is, it's just a Pilsner. It's not, it's good though. I like the bitterness. It's more bitter than what you normally get for a Pilsner, I guess. Hell, I don't know how to say it. I'm not. All I tell you is what I get. I just cut the cheese, literally.
Yeah.
I'm good. Hope it felt good.
Oh. You get the creamy, almost nuttiness of the cheddar. But then you can smell the bourbon. Is it bourbon or what's this Whiskey Business? But it's got a vanilla bourbony note to it. Flexible.
Yes.
My wife brought me my phone. I have no idea what. This is very good because that vanilla and that slight nuttiness that cheddar brings, and it's not aged. I don't get none of the aging crystals, and then there's that creaminess that kind of backs it all up. That's really good cheese, actually. I'm very surprised. I expected less and have got more than I expected. This should be good on a grilled cheese cut up. Should be excellent on a grilled cheese.
Interesting.
Yeah, I don't get none of the oakiness, just the vanilla characteristics and that slight whiskey note you get. It's not getting any of the barrel, any of the cinnamon, or if bourbons, you go cinnamons, nutmegs, whatever. I'm not getting any of the barrel characteristics other than the vanillins in it. But that comes forward. But it's mild, but it's got a good flavor. It's a mild, good flavor compared with the beer. I expect this to be pretty good. Oh, yeah. This is nice, mild. They go good together. It's not a heavy. It's something you could eat the whole block and drink 5 beers with.
Yeah.
Happy.
Yeah.
All right, give me time to think on it. I'm liking this. This works for me.
Oh yeah, man. Awesome. Thanks, man. Much appreciated, whiskey. Oh yeah.
Ooh,
Yeah,
hello everybody.
Welcome, man. Cheers.
All right, thank
There
you. Got an imperial stout today, and things I'm reading say, I'm just checking with the internet. We'll see if their thoughts are good, having some kind of creamy cheese. So I have some chopped up blocks of this Lucerne Colby cheese. It will zoom in at some point. But the beer that I'm going to have is from it says brewed in accordance with state and federal law by Four Phantoms Brewing Company in Williamsburg, Massachusetts. And I believe that they are in the western part of New England, of Massachusetts. And this is a 9% imperial stout called Worship Doom. Ooh, look at that. Some badass labeling right there. I'll tell you that. And they say on the can and the website, dedicated to those who delve in dark and dangerous places. Worship Doom is a smooth, strong ale that features the flavors of dark chocolate, caramel, and hints of smoke. We hope you enjoy it and remember not to split the party. All right. There's a lot code on the bottom of this can. I don't really think that this is extremely, extremely old, but even if it was, I think this thing can age pretty nicely. Putting that in the shipyard tulip style.
Oh, yeah, that looks good.
Yeah, man. All right. There's a little bit left in said can. You're getting a lot of popping and fizzing, and as you can see, lots of effervescence. And this is a fairly dark red, but you are getting the typical stout black looking color with ruby red tinges around the sides and the edges of said glass, with a one finger at this point, of that tan looking head that you would expect from the imperial stout category. I believe it's an American version. The smell is pretty musty. It's pretty darkly roasted. There is some like Coca-Cola kind of dark soaked cherry, alcohol soaked cherry kind of notes in it. I'm getting a little tiny bit of a roastiness of like an unbrewed, just like the ground beans of coffee, and maybe like an unsweetened like Baker's darker chocolate or something like that. Definitely there's some graininess to it. There might even be a little bit of a earthy, kind of a hoppy zing to it. So I would say so far, even like a little bit of a liquid smoke. So just on the nose, if you people like just dark beers in general, stouts, and maybe even some Islay or like smokier whiskeys, like Scotch whiskeys. On the nose, it seems like you might enjoy that. Let's see how it is on the taste.
Nice.
Cheers. Worship Doom.
Oh yeah. Sorry, I had to take a leak, dude. I came back in, dude. That can looks great.
All right, so more flavor than on the nose here. I'm getting a lot of dark chocolate and dark cherries and raisin kind of notes. It's almost kind of on the fudgy side. There's definitely that effervescence, and there's definitely that Coca-Cola, or just that cola kind of a flavor behind everything. There's a little bit of like a molasses kind of a sweetness. There is a liquid smoke. It doesn't taste like a really natural kind of a smoke, but it is there, and there's a touch of, like they said on the website, there's a little bit of like that caramel, toffee, chewy kind of malt. But definitely this cola and the effervescence is reminding me more of a soft drink. I do feel the warm, but I don't taste the warm. So definitely a nice effervescent beer. Let's just see in general how the Lucerne Colby cheese is. I don't remember if I did this, but probably at one point. Yeah, it's definitely the softer, creamier kind of cheese. Not like a brie. It's not that kind of creamy. It's got a little bit more texture to it. Definitely milky, a touch on like a roasty, peanutty side of things, with a nice salty flavor that eventually dries out with that milky texture. And let's have another little slice or a little wedge, and let's try it with the beer. So I will do beer, cheese, beer. I think that's how people normally taste beverages with. Let's see. There's a huge amount. I mean, for the most part, yeah, there's a good amount when they both are interacting with each other. With the cheese, there's a huge amount of the salt that leaves the flavor until the beer dries. There's actually a little bit of like a fruitier, I'm not sure what kind of fruits, but there's a little bit of a fruity kind of a tart zing that comes out of the cheese with the beer. And I'm noticing more of like that creamy element, I would assume, thanks to the beer that's coming out of the cheese. The cheese really does dry out once you have it with said beer. So, I mean, they're both pretty soft for what it is. I mean, the beer's a little bit more on the effervescent side, but nothing's really, nothing's really standing out, and nothing's really that off from one another. Maybe I'm getting a little bit more of that roasty peanutty or that roasty nut kind of flavor from the beer that's coming out more in the cheese. So far, I'd say it's a pretty good pairing. I'll think about some rating and why, and we'll come back. Thank you.
Awesome. Thank you, Thrash. Thomas Metal, thank you. You guys are all in the metal.
Well,
some kind of metal. All right. No, thank you. I was going to call you by your first name, but I wasn't going to do that.
What kind of Thomas Metal?
Yeah. So, all right. So there's been some good ones and bad ones. Maybe, who knows? We'll see what your scores are. Thank you, chat, for being here. You guys are awesome. I much love you guys. I really appreciate your support, and also to Restream as well with posting out to Facebook and Twitter fans. Thank you for watching if you are. Thank you guys. You guys rock, and you know who you are. This panel rocks. I love it. All right, I'm going to get into this here. So I got what I have is a smokehouse onion cheddar, and I've just kind of cut it and laid it out. But it's a flimsy cheese. It smells like roasted onions, like toasted, just like really roasty, toasty onions. Very nice, like it's supposed to go on a burger, like I would love. Oh my god! I mean, like it says smokehouse onion. I mean, it's perfect for a freaking burger. I mean, it's awesome. It smells so good. The onions, the roasted onion. Ron's, what's up, Ron? How you doing? Cheers. That cheddar saltiness, I love it. Let's taste this first here. Cheers.
Hello, Ron.
Hello, Ron.
Massachusetts.
Mushy with the mouth. Onion is the first thing you taste. So, onion, and then a little steak, like a burger, like meat kind of feel to it. It's very very salty, very mushy on the mouth, very pasty, dry. Need something wet. Need a beer with it. Very good. What I'm going to do is mix it with a nut brown ale, Samuel Smith's.
Ooh,
It's an English nut brown ale.
Oh yeah.
that might work real well. Yeah.
I think this might go good. They mix a lot of browns with burger
Watch out, beer man.
steak meat. This that.
Beer.
What's up?
The beer
The beer. It was. Thanks, man.
You got a knack for that
Wasn't
beer,
even-
man. I don't know how.
I know it. Something wrong with me. I shake too much. And,
Beer.
oh shit! This. Okay, here we go.
That cheese is reminding you of a cheddar, or is it a little bit more like salty and creamier than you get with cheddar?
It's creamy. It's lathering. It kind of pushes over the mouth and pastes it up like glue. It's very gluing to the mouth.
I can see that. Yeah.
Cheers, Justin. Welcome
And
in.
you need something to kind of wash it down. It's very salty and milky, very cow milky. Justin, thank you so much. Hell yeah, man. Cheers. Hell yeah. Let me let me go here real quick. You guys are awesome. The chat rocks right now. Thank you so much for being here. Hell yeah. So we got a nut brown ale, an English nut brown ale. Very nice brown looking color, a nice head port. This is supposed to be served in a nonic, and this is as close as it gets. It's a smaller version of it, but it's all good. It's got the little lump for a little seating in your hand so it doesn't slip out of your hand when you're drinking. Very nice. So a nice chocolate looking, almost like pushing kind of an amber like look to it. Very brown though, very brown looking beer. A nice tan looking head, firm frothy head. Oh, it went up my nose. Damn it. Okay. Fruity. God, there's a fruit. There's a brown bread coming out of it for sure. Brown bread and brown bread crust, kind of crusty. It has a fruit. It has like a raisin kind of feel to it. Oh man, that's weird. It smells like tuna now. What's wrong? I didn't eat tuna fish sandwiches earlier. I didn't even stick my nose in tuna or anything.
That was cat food.
The cat food. No, it's very it's got tuna. It's got a
Jeez.
that is terrible, dude. No, it's got a very
No tuna.
brown bread and raisins really soar through this. A little bit of brown sugar, maybe kind of a sweetness, also a salty kind of smell. It's not an opaque beer. It's a hazy beer. It's kind of a dull looking beer. It does have some clarity though. You can see your hand through it. It's brown, almost red kind of color, almost amber. Kind of a medium rising bubble. Looks really tasty. Cheers. Let's do it.
Bottoms up.
Good man.
What was that like? My voice is like a troll now. Hold on. Oh, that's really good. It's very well rounded. It's got a nice. It has kind of a fast carbonation to it, actually, like a medium fast carbonation. It kind of bounces. It's very. It has a kind of a fruity ester. It does have a kind of a raisin-like fruity ester coming out of it. Brown bread, kind of a sweet brown bread or a brown bread crust coming through it as the toasty roastiness of it. It's kind of a roasty, not stouty, not porter. Definitely, it's keeping within realm. It's keeping within. It does have that nutty kind of feel to it. It has a nutty kind of taste to it. What kind of nut? Am I a nut? No, it has like a little bit of a nut though.
Is
I
it
like a
walnut?
walnut.
Yeah.
I'm getting walnut out of this. That kind of a sweet walnutty nuttiness. Yeah, it's really cool. And then with this, let's cheers. Let's put this with this. Oh yeah,
Pub foods go together.
pub food.
Maybe that's a fish and chips
Sandwich.
right there.
Really pasty cheese, man. Soft. Oh boy, oh my god, that's like a marriage. That's like two met each other and married the same day. Like that was perfect, and it lasted a lifetime. You know, I mean, they ain't getting separated anytime soon. That is a really good mixture. it just pow, boom, bang goes right in with it. Like it mixes in with it like it's supposed to go. You know, it's perfect. Perfect marriage here. Very glad I picked the nut brown for this. Hell yeah. I wouldn't have been able to get this if I didn't go to Portland. So very good. I've got my thoughts on this. I'm going to go around. We'll go around again. So we got Bumpy here. I'm going to go ahead and bring you up, buddy. All right. That was a good, yummy. Yum, yum.
So let's see scores. Start with the cheese. Fontina cheese. I mean, I'll keep it just with my wife's macaroni cheese that she makes. Much better that way, but still, I mean, nothing really wrong with it. I'll give it a 90 out of 100 though, as a cheese just to eat by itself.
Why not?
Nice.
The beer, not really enjoying this one all that much. I'm gonna give it. I'll be fair, I guess. I'm gonna give it an 80 out of 100. It's not even like that great of a Hefeweizen. That's pretty much what it is. It's just it tastes too dirty. Dirty wheat water.
Really?
You taste anything in the beer?
water.
You taste anything in the beer that makes you feel like it's off brewing techniques rather than maybe it's old or it's a bad batch and they might make it again and there are different results that could happen with it.
I don't know.
It's just
It just
not beer in general, maybe.
It just seems like I don't know. It's like the wheat. You get the wheat flavor in there, but it's I don't know. It's just missing something, or maybe the water chemistry with it's just not working out well.
One trick pony.
There's just
Maybe,
yeah. It's just missing. It's missing a lot.
So it's probably the beer you get all the time when you try that beer throughout the year. Then, yeah,
probably yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah, and then mixing the cheese and the beer that did not work. So I don't know. I can't really give that one a score. I just wouldn't do it.
It's bad. Don't do it.
Bad.
This better.
Oh, I mean, that's better. Cool. Sorry about that. Yeah. I like it better like this. Well, shoot, you know? I mean, sometimes you win some and you lose some, and that's just the way it goes. Sounded like I was from Canada, dude. That's the way it goes. Yeah. No, that's all right.
You win some, you lose some. It's all the same to me. It's just good.
All right. Well, cool, man. Thank you, Bumpy, man. Appreciate it.
Thanks for having me here.
Well, shout yourself out too, plugs, whatever. Yeah, do some plugs, whatever you got. Throw it out there.
Okay. So this upcoming Multi Monday, I don't even know what day it is. It's on a Monday coming up at 8 p.m. It's in October.
It's the 26th of October.
26th of October. So it's going to be a Multi Monday before Halloween. So we're doing pumpkin ales, or pumpkin beers, I should say, because you can't.
I will see you there. I finally have one.
And I said that everybody can dress up if they'd like to as well. Want to wear a costume or whatnot, or makeup, whatever you want to do. Try to make it like a fun Halloween themed.
You got to be the Whiskey
Monday.
Scout.
That would be a cool concept. Everybody dresses up like
a boy
whiskey.
I'm the Whiskey Scout.
That would be funny, dude.
On my honor, I do my best to drink my whiskey.
Yeah. About it. Videos coming out. Other than that, every Tuesday through Friday, pretty much of my 50-point inspections. If it's not a brew day video, the 50-point inspection beer video. So
awesome, man. And all these guys, you can catch their description links or links in the description as well. And if I don't have you in there, I'll put you in. So if you can catch these guys, check out their channels. Cool, man. Bumpy, thank you. Right on. Hell yeah. Multi Mondays. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. I'm looking forward to it. Got the pumpkin beer. We all ready to go.
Good.
All right. Well, Bad news for the costumes and karaoke by Dogfish.
No bueno.
In my opinion, I don't know how in the hell they classified this as a cream ale. It's just wrong.
Yay.
You know what I really think is not doing this for me? I mean, I really don't like Star Anise to begin with, but that's not too bad. What I think that is messing this up big time is the ginger. It's just a weird flavor profile. Like I said, it's just way off from any other cream ale I've ever had. I mean, the beer, I mean, it's held up. There's still streaming bubbles coming from the bottom, very small ones, so very effervescent, but I don't know, just don't like it. Don't take my word for this though. This could be up somebody's alley. It's just not for me. So I think I'm going lower than Bumpy, man. I'm gonna score this beer at a 75. I mean, I usually don't go that low with beer scores, but I just don't like this, and I'm not gonna pour it out. It's 8%, but
Creamy.
The cheese was fucking fantastic. One negative side to that, the sweet potato spiced goat cheese, it did have a little bit of a powdery mouthfeel. I feel that's from all the spices that are put into it, like the cinnamon and the allspice and things like that. Other than that, I scored the cheese at a 99. It was way better than I expected. I was quite intimidated by it, looking at it in the package. Pairing, the cheese was a little more rich than the beer. It did take over some of the flavors of the beer, and it did kind of elevate it. But yeah, it kind of gave the beer a little like tang, which is weird in my opinion. But score on the pairing, an 80. I mean, it was okay. I definitely would have rather had like a pumpkin beer or a fest beer or a Marzen or something to pair with that cheese. I thought it would have went a lot better. But hey, what do you know, man? I got a fucking weird beer. I got a weird cheese. Didn't happen this week.
That's all right. Love it.
Yeah, that's why we're here. It's for science.
Yep, it is.
All right, so plugs. Tomorrow I'm going live at 7:30. Come by, check me out. I'm gonna eat this.
I got 2 of them out in my home.
So I'm gonna do the one chip challenge tomorrow at 7:30 Eastern Standard Time. I am gonna have a panel. Probably a select few people. I know some other people got stuff to do. We'll be at Wildcard Wednesday, but I'll go big. I'll have the side panel there. You know, little support, just to hang out. You know, yeah, got that.
Nice.
What's the ABV? Wednesday, 9:00 Eastern Standard Time. Beer chugs. Come to the show.
Yes.
What else? Stout. Alex the Beer Master. It's what pumpkin dessert with pumpkin beer, I believe this week.
This one's just a wild card for this Friday.
Yeah.
Is it? All right.
Yeah,
so
bring anything.
Wild card. I thought Dio said that, and then we looked it up, and that was wrong.
No, he was gonna do the pumpkin thing.
Oh, he pushed it up.
I told him, I said, well, why not do it like the day before Halloween?
Oh, the 30th. That's a good idea.
That's true.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. So wild card there. Bring any beer. Bring any food.
There's the next 2 weeks of wild card or food Friday for you.
Stout Sunday with John Anelli. Hopefully he's better by then. He's a little under the weather, but he's pretty sure he doesn't have the Rona, so that's good.
All right.
10:30 Eastern Standard Time. AM, not in the PM. It is early in the morning. Bring your big stouts and get your swerve on early. So that's about it. Cheers.
It's like
Get your swerve on early.
all right. Sweet, man. Hell yeah. Thanks, Miscellaneous, man. Cool whiskey. It's all you, brother.
And he's muted.
Oh, you got
You-
muted, brother. Yep. Oh,
I do that so it won't be so jittery.
Yep,
I think
no,
I'm done loading now, so I'm probably okay.
You're looking all right.
The Prost Brewing Pilsner's North German style lager. Anyway, it's one of the better Pilsners I've had, especially made in America. I really like this Pilsner. I mean, I just do. I like that bitterness it leaves in the back. I like it's malty. The malts are very good in it. I mean, they blend very well. You can say a lot of beers are malty, but there are different flavors in that maltiness and how it just kind of cascades across your palate. And this has a very good, complete filling, not overly wangy or any of that other stuff you sometimes get. It's just a solid malty beer with a good bitter finish. I like it. I like it a lot. I'm going to actually give this a 96. I really like that Pilsner. It's really good. And that's for Pilsner, for me, that's a really high score. The cheese is excellent. As it's warmed up, it's gotten warmer. I do get more of the caramel with the vanilla in it. So I get that whiskey note that's coming through more as it warms up. And together, and the cheese I give, you know what? We're just going to give it all 95s or 96s, whatever I gave that thing. 96. I'm going to stick with 96.
Oh, damn.
Give it all 96s straight across because the caramel and the bitterness, they kind of play off each other, and as the Miscellaneous said, it elevates it a little bit. It makes it a little better. Together, they work very well. So it's a good cheddar, but I think the cheddar without the whiskey in it probably wouldn't be as good, to tell you the truth. So, but I might be a little jaded. All right, 96 across the board. I like it.
God, I'm sorry. I had to get a Mickey's to get the fucking taste out of my mouth.
Really good. I like
As
that.
far as a shout out, I'm rendering a video so I can get that posted. And it's that Glenmorangie 12 that Alex picked, or Ron picked. Ron told Alex to pick it.
Probably.
No, it was. He goes, Alex, why don't you pick that Glenmorangie 12? And Alex goes, yeah. I said, who picked
He
it?
did a
Ron or
review of
you?
that recently, or a head-to-head or something, I believe.
Anyway. He ain't got the 12. He's doing just the Elgin Classic. I've had that. That's a good one. That's a little better. So
Nice.
publish that tonight or tomorrow morning. Depends on.
Look forward to that. Cool.
And it's to Thomas Meadow.
Thank you, sir. I like the sound of that. Cheese and beer. I think there's an Aldi's like maybe 25 or 30 minutes from me. I hear they actually have some interesting, kind of like Trader Joe's. They have their own brands of the beers and the cheeses and stuff.
I went to Aldi's the other day, first time to look at beer, and they didn't have a great selection.
No.
Overly great.
I picked up the worst IPA I ever had.
I forget. John Nilly bought something we did months ago from Aldi, and he was raving about that. But I don't know. I forget what
The
it
Caribbean one, the Mexican style, that was good, actually.
might have been, yeah.
Palm tree, I had that.
But I mean, this label is going to get at least a 98 out of 100. I mean, look at that. It's like a heavy metal album, and it sounds like a heavy metal band, Worship Doom. What kind of music do you play? Well, we play Worship Doom. Oh, good. The beer itself is warming feeling of the 9%. It doesn't really drink like that. It does have like a medium plus body. It doesn't really drink like 9%. It drinks like a bigger bodied like Coca-Cola in a way. So the beer itself is at least a 90, just bar none. It's just easy drinking and going. You do have to like some more carbonation. I don't really think which is good. I don't really think that the carbonation is too big of bubbles to be really to really give you that carbonation burn when you drink it. So that's a plus. So I wrote down a little bit of some other notes. When I'm having it with cheese, I'm getting more out of the beer from the cheese Once I have it with the beer comes across with more of a rich, fudgy note. And I'm also noticing this toffee slash like the salted caramel, like almost when you're putting the coffee flavored syrups into your coffee, that kind of salted caramel. But it never lasts around that long on the palate to be overly cloying at all. I think the beer is really good and rich and does have some sweetness, but it gets out of the way really fast, which is nice. And I'm liking it way more right now, the beer with said cheese together than maybe how I came across initially. So cheese is probably also a 90. It's a good cheese. There's really nothing I can say negative, but there's really nothing I can like say positively or flip my heels back and say, gee golly, that was a great cheese. Or just what you would expect out of that milky kind of Colby cheese. But together they really make things happen and pop in the mouth. So 90, I'll give it a couple extra points. I think 93 out of 100 works for the whole entire pairing really well. I do understand the idea now with having a stout and having a milkier flavored cheese. You're going to get that fly one day. I know you will. And getting that milky cheese with that stout, that's like the perfect kind of a desserty thing. So try it sometime. 93. And
Wow.
there he goes. I was live on the YouTube.
Pulling a Bumpy.
I haven't been on live recently, but
I hit the wrong thing, dude.
I'm coming back. I'll be on Beer Chugs tomorrow. If it's wild card on Friday for Alex and Food, I might show up there with you guys.
Sorry, dude. I'm so sorry, dude. All right.
He's still live. I love it.
You're still alive.
You haven't died yet.
I love it, man. This is great. Man, Rob's Beer Talk is in here, man. He's cool as hell.
Cheers, Rob.
He's got the funniest shit on Twitter, dude. No, he's cool as hell, man. Definitely look him up. Cool. All you guys, great, man. This is great. So the real quick, I'll try and be quick here as fast as I can be. Never mentioned the body, medium light body. Mouthfeel is smooth, springy, estery, and dry finish. So a good beer overall. I mean, Samuel Smith, you can't. I mean, that's a good brand. They make some good beers in general. I've always liked their stuff. I'm going to give that a 95, pretty good. A cheese, I gave it a 92. It's pretty interesting. I had an interesting, almost tasted like a burger, like a pub burger without the meat and everything. You just eat the cheese and you're good to go. So you mix that together and you get about a 98 because it went perfect. It was like the perfect marriage. Everything was awesome. Almost like goat cheese and a sour. I mean, it was perfect. So I could go more, but I'm going to stick at 80 and 98. So cool. Well, cool. My show today, next week, anything goes, whatever you want to bring again. Please show up at 7:30 Eastern. My link will be in the back, or if you want the link, I'll give it to you. Just get a hold of me on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, Messenger, whatever, email, whatever. And then I got Wednesday beer review. Tomorrow will be the American Porter, and then the following week I'll announce it tomorrow if I can think of it. So, but yeah, join me tomorrow at 6 o'clock Eastern, 3 o'clock Pacific, and we'll do a recipe and review a couple of American Porters. Other than that, I follow all you guys. All you guys have mentioned pretty much everyone else, so I'll stick with that. But thank you so much. Chat's been awesome. The panel's been great. It's been fun, man. This has been a real good show. I'm very happy with this result. So cool, man. You guys take it easy. Chat, take it easy. Have a good day. Thank you, panel, for everything. And here we go with the after party. Cheers. Let me
Cheers.
Hi, how's it going? Stop me and shit. I'm not prepared for this one.
Tweety bird time.
All right.